Good afternoon. Pardette, where are we today? Yes, we're here on Richards Bay Beach. I think it's called Palm Beach. Look at this lovely watercolor. Weekend, something new for Pardette to explore. We're still learning all the names of Richards Bay beaches. People call them different beaches, different names for different places. It's just north of Alconstrand. High tide, the tide is pushing right against the dunes here on high tide. But first, let's pay the piper quickly. Yes, there's still a lot of remnant stock of Dolphin Tackle Box. I do add on a daily basis to the WhatsApp catalog and to the Facebook marketplace. If you guys are interested, please have a look and see if there's anything that you like. In the Richards Bay, Meteobar, St. Lucia area, deliver free of charge. And then courier guys, they charge 100 Rand for a small parcel. So yeah, prices is good. It's still 2017 prices. You add a couple of items together, it's even worth including the courier cost. Probably a lot of these items is not available elsewhere. Just a quick overview where me and Pardette spent yesterday afternoon. That is Richards Bay Harbour. And the entrance to the right is the South Pier, to the left that short little lake is the North Pier. Then it's Alconstrand next to the North Pier, there's the North Pier. And then, zoom in a little bit, there's Palm Beach, Pipeline, and we started off at Palm Beach. This shows low tide, we were there on high tide yesterday afternoon, but let's continue. I personally haven't fished this beach before, but I think this is a hell of a side wash on high tide here. And looking a little bit south, there towards Alconstrand, we can see water looks good, but I think there's a side wash. It's where the dredger pumps the sediment that it gathers in front of the harbour mouth or inside the harbour, whichever the operation is, pump it here into the ocean. Very favourable fishing spot, just a couple of days after they've pumped. I don't know when was the last time they've pumped here, but I see there's nobody fishing this side. The northeaster is blowing quite strong, as you can hear in the microphone. A little bit unpleasant at this side of the beach. But this is what makes Richards Bay so nice. Let's go and see what happens on the other side of the wind. Land Observer has published various articles about soil erosion here in Richards Bay. The beaches are getting narrower here. Pardette leaving SMS, sorry guys. And in St. Lucia, the beaches are getting wider. But it's 50 kilometers. I can't understand. Richards Bay still pretty much using the Cassarina trees for soil sediment sand dune stabilization. And nice to spend the afternoon here amongst the trees. Pardette, boshoenders. There's some wild chickens here, look there. But since I taught Pardette not to chase the guinea fowl in St. Lucia, she doesn't chase the wild chickens here in Richards Bay anymore. Good dog, you're a beautiful girl. Where is my girl? Our next stop was the Short Pier. Our Short Pier is very popular for fishing, but today the wind is a little bit rough and we found nobody. Short Pier is pretty much structural fishing, like fishing at Mission Rocks, First Rocks. I don't know, I'm scared of heights, so I don't get on these dollars. You have to have a good footing. Our next stop was just around the corner from the Short Pier, called the Tea Jetty. Normally we're not allowed to fish here, so guys, be careful. The dredger boat is operational. You can see there in the water is the pipeline that picks up from the dredger boat, pumping to the ocean. This is where Pardette grew up. When I first got her, she's very unfamiliar with the smells around this area. She's not the excited self, or she might be a little bit under the weather today. Watercolors is beautiful, the sun is setting lovely. Ah, look, there's Charles. some other people fishing. We'll walk onto the jetty, go and greet Charles. Apparently there's not much coming out other than some small dories. Look at that, waves coming around the corner there at the helipad. And northeaster is blowing strong, as I said, quite uncomfortable. Our next stop was Pelican Island. Pelican Island is a very nice place to spend a day on the beach. Not so much wind here, it's nice and warm. This is a nice swimming beach, and people swim here often. But they also catch rays and grunters here in this little bay area. Watercolors is beautiful. Wind is not that dramatically. Quite a few people fishing there in the distance, but mainly just relaxing in this afternoon. Met up with two young gentlemen, and they say along this little rocky area they catch some nice grunters in the late afternoon on high tide.
Is dit 'n vreemde strand hierdie? Waar is die goedjies? Hier moet goedjies wees, dis klippe.
This little beach area overlooks the yacht club. Now we can't fish at the yacht club, but we can fish at the Dead Tree Channel. But we're still on the Pelican Island. A gentleman told me apparently cracker prawn is the bait, but there's some sort of worm that people use to fish in this area. Now I will cut chokka to long thin strips, flatten it a little bit at the end where it's not on the hook. And I'm pretty sure I'll get the same effect as the gentleman that is using the long worms. Works pretty well on the sandbanks in St. Lucia, so must work here as well. I'll come and try. Pretty much the same effect as the Mission Rocks. Look at the watercolors amongst the rocks here. And small hooks, you'll get a lot of bait fish. Close to the rocks here, and then when you cast a little bit further, me and Hein Kuehner, I got into a big hiding with Ray here the one afternoon on light tackle. So yeah, fish is around here. It's the NSRI base of Richards Bay, and as you can see, just the keel depth of that yacht will tell you that there's some deep water here. So there must be some big fish. Guys, this is the end. Please like, share and subscribe if you want to see more videos about the Zululand coast.